Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. We're thrilled to have you here tonight. Tonight, we're diving into the fascinating world of European defense. And by fascinating, I mean potentially alarming. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Let's talk about where Europe gets its military toys. You might be surprised by the origins of some of this equipment. You might picture sleek German tanks or cutting-edge French fighter jets. And yeah, those exist. They're impressive, no doubt. But here's the kicker. A lot of Europe's military might is made in the USA. Surprised? Maybe not. It's a complex relationship. But stick around because the implications are bigger than a bald eagle eating a baguette. This goes beyond just equipment. Think of it like this. If Europe were a house party and things got a little rowdy, you know, someone starts playing Macarena unironically, who would they call? It's a funny thought, but it has serious undertones. Ghostbusters? No, they'd probably call America. And that's where things get interesting. And while America loves being the hero, it's starting to feel a little one-sided. The dynamics of this relationship are shifting, and it's worth paying attention to. Here's the deal. A recent report shows that EU countries bought a whopping 63% of their defense equipment from US companies. That's a significant chunk of their defense needs being met by just one country. Add another 15% from other non-EU countries like Canada and Australia, and that's almost 80% of European defense imports coming from outside. This heavy reliance on external sources is quite staggering. Now, there's nothing wrong with a bit of international trade. It can be beneficial in many ways. But when it comes to defense, relying too heavily on others can be risky. It can lead to vulnerabilities in times of crisis. Imagine going into a boxing match with borrowed gloves. Sure, they might work, but they might not fit quite right, causing discomfort and distraction, and you definitely don't have the same confidence as you would with your own gear. Your performance could be compromised. That's kind of where Europe is at right now. They're in a position where they need to reassess their strategy. They need to step up their game and start producing more of their own defense equipment. It's about ensuring security and self-reliance. So why isn't Europe more self-sufficient when it comes to defense? Well, part of the problem is a lack of joint investment and research within the EU. They're spending a fraction of what the US invests in military research and development. It's like trying to win a bake-off with a rusty spatula and a recipe you found on the back of a cereal box. Look, Europe has some brilliant minds and innovative companies, but without proper funding and collaboration, they're not reaching their full potential. It's time for EU countries to pool their resources, invest in cutting-edge technology, and become a true heavyweight in the global defense arena. Section 4, Ukraine, a case study in logistical headaches. The current war in Ukraine highlights the problems with Europe's fragmented defense industry. Imagine trying to assemble a piece of IKEA furniture with instructions in 10 different languages, and you're starting to get the picture. Europe has been scrambling to supply Ukraine with weapons and equipment, but the lack of standardization has created some serious logistical nightmares. They've got different types of artillery, different ammunition, different communication systems. It's a mess. And while the support for Ukraine is commendable, this situation exposes a critical weakness in Europe's defense posture. Section 5. NATO's piggy bank. Time for Europe to ante up? Now, NATO, the big defense club that most European countries belong to, has set a target for members to spend at least 2% of their GDP on defense. This is a crucial benchmark to ensure that all member nations are contributing their fair share to collective security. While some countries are pulling their weight, others are lagging behind. This disparity creates tension and raises questions about the commitment of all members to the alliance's goals. It's like splitting the bill at a restaurant where some people ordered the lobster and champagne and others just had a side salad. The imbalance is clear, and it's causing frustration among those who are paying more. Not cool, guys, not cool. This isn't just about fairness. It's about ensuring that NATO remains a strong and unified force. Europe needs to step up its game, not just for NATO but for its own security. The threats are real and growing, and a stronger Europe means a safer Europe. They need to invest in their own defense industry, collaborate on joint projects, and innovate to stay ahead of potential adversaries, and reduce their reliance on foreign suppliers. Building a robust and self-sufficient defense sector is key to long-term stability. It's time for Europe to take control of its own destiny and become a true force to be reckoned with. This is not just about meeting targets. It's about securing a future where Europe can stand strong and independent. So, what do you think? Should Europe be doing more to beef up its own defense capabilities? The debate is ongoing, and your opinion matters. Let us know in the comments below. We want to hear your thoughts on this critical issue. And while you're there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Your support helps us bring you more content like this. We'll see you next time. Stay informed and stay engaged.